and members of the officers and members of the gallery. I think that everyone works here. It's good. I declare this ordinary council meeting of the Shire of Broome open at 5:01 p.m. Could I ask those in the public gallery to now switch off their mobile telephones and electronic devices in accordance with the conditions of entry to the council chambers public gallery. In accordance with Regulation 14I of the Local Government Administration Regulations 1996, this meeting is being audio and video recorded and live streamed on the Shire's website. Under Clause 6.16 of the Shire's Meeting Procedures Local Law 2020, I do not give permission for any other person to record the proceedings of this meeting. By being present at this meeting, members of the public consent to the possibility that their image and voice may be live streamed to the public. Recordings are also made available on the Shire's website following the meeting. Please note that any items discussed behind closed doors will not be live streamed. However, once the meeting is open again to the public, live streaming will recommence. Councillors, for the purposes of live streaming, can I ask that you please turn your microphone on prior to speaking and speak clearly and directly into the microphone. Once you have finished speaking, please turn your microphone off. Point 2, Councillor Smith has requested and been granted approval to attend this meeting electronically via Microsoft Teams in accordance with Administration Regulation 14C and 14CA. Councillor Smith, as per the Administration Regulations 14CA, can you please confirm that you can maintain confidentiality during the meeting, including during any closed part of the meeting?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, Councillor Smith. Councillor Virgo has requested and has been granted approval to attend this meeting electronically via Microsoft Teams in accordance with Administration Regulation 14C and 14CA. Councillor Virgo, as per the Administration Regulation 14CA, can you please confirm that you can maintain confidentiality during the meeting, including during any closed part of the meeting?
Yes, I can, President.
Thanks, Councillor Virgo. Item 3, announcements by President. There are none. Item 4, declarations of interest. Financial interest. Councillor Kluper has declared an interest in 9.4.1, request for abatement of rent, and the nature of the interest is that the applicant is a client of his business. Councillor Virgo in 9.3.2, disposal of property for lease, portion of proposed amalgamated Cable Beach foreshore reserve. One of the lessees is a paid member of Broome Visitor Centre, which Councillor Virgo is the General Manager. And 9.4.1 by Councillor Virgo in the request for abatement of rent. Cable Beach Club, the lessee, are a financial member of the Broome Visitor Centre, of which Councillor Virgo is the General Manager. Indirect financial interest. Councillor Taylor has declared an item 9.3.2, disposal of property for lease, portion of proposed amalgamated Cable Beach foreshore. Nature of interest is that the Broome Beach Company is a client of Charter Property Group, who Councillor Taylor works for. There are no proximity interests and no impartiality interests. Are there any other declarations from councillors? Nothing heard. Item 5, public question time. Do we have any public questions? There's no public members of the public in the gallery. So I'll declare that public question time is now closed. Applications for leave of absence. Councillor Taylor has submitted a leave of absence for the period 4th of August 2026 to 3rd of September 2026 including. Can I have there's a recommendation that Council grant Councillor Taylor leave of absence from councillor duties inclusive of 4th of August 26 through to 3rd of September 26. Do I have a mover? Councillor Cooper, seconded Councillor Lewis. Thank you. Any dissent? No. That's carried. Thank you. Item 7, confirmation of minutes. That the minutes of the ordinary meeting of council held 25 June 2026, as published and circulated, be confirmed as a true and accurate record of that meeting. Do I have a mover for that? Councillor Taylor, seconded Councillor Cooper. Any dissent? If not, that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on, item 9, reports from officers, 9.1.1, Community Safety Progress Report 2026, and this voting is a simple majority. There is a report recommendation there. Do I have any clarification? Do I have direction from Council? Councillor Taylor moving, Councillor Cooper second. Any dissent? Nothing heard? Okay. Declare that one carried unanimously. Item 9.1.2, the Youth Plan 25-26 Council Progress Report. Again, simple majority for voting. There's a report recommendation there. Do I have direction from Councillor? Councillor Cooper, Councillor Taylor seconding. Any clarification on this item? Nothing heard. Okay, that's declared carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 9.1.3, Arts and Culture Strategy Progress Report. Again, voting is simple majority. Do I have direction from Council on this one? Do I have a mover? Councillor Taylor. Seconded Councillor Cooper. Thank you. Is there any dissent on this item? Nothing heard. That's declared unanimously. Thank you. Item 9.1.4, Rio Tinto Youth Partnership Agreement. The Acting Director Development and Community Services has advised of an administrative error in the attachment distributed with this agenda. The correct attachment has since been supplemented into the minutes and circulated to all elected members prior to this meeting. So there's a report recommendation there. Do I have direction from Council? Councillor Taylor moving, Councillor Cooper seconding. Any dissent or questions from either the floor or those online? No, nothing heard, so that's declared unanimously. Thank you. And before I go any further, I forgot to mention that Councillor Matsumoto has been granted leave of absence, so he's he's not here. It was a hard day. Moving on to place 9.2.1, Broome North Gujarra Stage 1 to 3, proposed road naming. Again, a voting of simple majority. There is a report recommendation there. Do I have any direction from Council? Councillor Lewis moving. Do I have a second? And Councillor Cooper. Any clarification on this one? Any dissent? If nothing heard, okay. That item has been moved unanimously. Thank you. Item Prosperity 9.3.1, Trading in Public Places Policy Review. Again, voting simple majority. The Acting Director Development and Community Services has advised of an administrative error in the report. A typographical error was identified and it has since been corrected administratively. There is a report recommendation there. Do I have any clarification on this, or you're moving, Councillor Taylor? Councillor Lewis? Okay, well, do I have a second? Okay. Was that Councillor Cooper? Did you put your arm up? Second, yes. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, Councillor Lewis, yeah, clarification.
Only the clarification is the one about the date and Solway Park. Is that the one it is?
Microphone, sorry. Oh, was it? Oh.
Yes. Oh. Again, just to confirm that it's the date of the petition or the notice of motion that's being changed.
Yes, through the chair, it's the date. It's changed from 2022 to 2024.
Mm-hmm. Clarification.
Councillor Mahmood.
I note in the summary and some other communication outside of the papers here that, well, in the summary it mentions that a principal amendment was based around the non-use of the old Crocodile Park car park used as trading. in some of the notes and communication, there's been mention of a review of that after the stage 2 of the Cable Beach redevelopment, foreshore redevelopment is finished, to consider possibly to open that up if everyone thought that was a good idea. Is it possible to have that captured in the recommendation rather than just mentioning it in the notes and it gets forgotten about or not referred to later on or anything like that?
I'll ask the director, acting director.
Through the chair, it is mentioned in the body of the officer's report that the reasons for why it's removed and when it could be reconsidered. The trading policy has been reviewed quite extensively since 2018 and numerous times since, and it is a policy that we do check in regularly. My advice would be is that the officer's recommendation is appropriate as it is, and we can address it at a later date.
Okay. Is there any dissent on this item? Nothing heard from our members online. Declare that carried unanimously. 9.3.2, disposal of property for lease, portion of proposed amalgamated Cable Beach foreshore reserve 36477, portion of current local road reserve Cable Beach Road West. Again, simple majority. Interest declared. Councillor Taylor has declared an indirect financial interest in item 9.3.2. The reason being Broome Beach Co is a client of Charter Property Group who he works for. Councillor Virgo has declared a financial interest in item 9.3.2. The reason being one of the lessees is a paid member of Broome Visitor Centre, which Councillor Virgo is the general manager. Councillor Taylor has left the chambers. Councillor Virgo has also declared an interest in the next item on the agenda, item 9.4.1, and will now exit the Teams meeting and reconnect once item 9.41 has been considered. Thanks, Councillor Virgo. Oh, she's gone. Okay. Oh, good. All right. That was quick. There is a report recommendation there. Do I have any clarification? Councillor Lewis.
Ask clarification, please, Chair. Oh, after Councillor Lewis.
Oh, Councillor Smith, go first. Yep.
My question relates to the timeline of when the development of these new lease areas will be completed, and I'm wondering if we lock in a lease rate now through this EOI process, whether we might miss out or there might be shifts in the commercial rate and the market rental rate of these properties over the period of time that it might take for construction to actually occur. And so I was just wondering if it's considered appropriate or if we would revisit the lease rates at the time that the contracts are actually entered into.
Okay, thank you. Director of Infrastructure.
Yeah, thanks. I'd invite Special Projects Officer up who's written the report and has done all the research, if that's appropriate.
Thank you. Yep.
Yep, is that working?
Yes.
Yeah, so look, it's a good question. There is some merit in that, but at the same time, it creates a bit of a chicken and egg situation. To effect a disposal of lease transfer, you have to advertise a dollar rate as part of the requirements under the Local Government Act. So we couldn't actually start the process without a dollar rate in there. And then without being able to confirm who's going to be in there, it makes it very difficult to complete that design appropriately to what they're going to be doing. So that's the logic behind it. Yeah, wish it was another way, but yeah, we might have to. Yeah, the market can go up and down as well, to be fair, and it did note in there it moved up recently since the EOI numbers were done, so there's no guarantee it will go up further. But yeah, the primary reason was to be able to confirm who it was now and the requirements of the Local Government Act.
Thanks, Alex.
Through the chair, can I just ask, sorry, officer, can I just ask, in our lease offer, there will be a review period that would look at market value at a certain point, wouldn't there? What would that likely be, 3 years, or given it's a new lease, what would you likely recommend?
Yeah. So, yeah, standard commercial lease terms is CPI every year, and then also a market review at the 5-year term. But that would be, just for clarity, from when the lease has started, not from the disposal of lease bit that we're doing now. So, yeah.
Does that clarify your question? Any other further questions? Councillor Lewis.
Well, I'm afraid I've failed to understand now what this item is about, I think. Where is the road reserve that we're talking about? Because I was somehow imagining that we were going to give it to the Cable Beach Club, but now I hear all these different conflicts of interest from different organisations. I don't quite see how they're involved.
Wrong item, councillor, I think you're talking about Cable Beach Club.
No, not about rent abatement, I'm not. I'm talking about where's this road reserve that we're going to resume to get for the leasing. So where is it? Is that not the right item that's in front of me now?
9.3.2.
It's the Cable Beach precinct.
Hang on. Yeah, Director.
Yeah, thanks through the chair. Yeah, so if you recall the layout of before we closed the site, you would go into a car park and you would loop around behind, at the time, Xander's, and go towards the ramp to the beach and come back. That's all road reserve. And because of the redevelopment, that's now becoming public open space. And so Alex and the team have done work to work out where the reserve should finish and where the road reserve should finish and where the Cable Beach Reserve should start. And we've done the surveying and we've submitted. So we're just waiting on that amalgamation to occur. That was a previous agenda item to council in 2025, and it's just taking time. So, but it'll essentially end where the car park now ends, which is about where you go into the Cable Beach Club entrance. And then there'll be a small little service bit off the side, and that's about it. So it's just to say the road is the road and the reserve is the reserve. Yep.
Any further clarification? If not, do I have direction from council? Councillor Cooper moving. I'm happy to second. Oh, Marmot, sorry, Councillor Marmot. Any dissent? Nothing heard. That motion has been carried. Thank you. Can we have Councillor Taylor back into the chambers? Thanks, Councillor Taylor. That report recommendation was carried unanimously. There were no changes.
Chair, do we need to ask Councillor Virgo back online?
She's got an interest in the next one as well.
Okay.
Thanks. Performance 9.4.1, request for abatement of rent. This is a voting of absolute majority. Councillor Cooper has declared a financial interest in item 9.4.1. The reason being the applicant is a client of his business. Councillor Virgo has declared a financial interest in this item, and the reason being Cable Beach Club, the lessee, are a financial member of the Broome Visitor Centre, of which she is the General Manager. Councillor Cooper has left the chambers, and Councillor Virgo left the meeting for the previous item and has not returned to the meeting as yet. There is a report recommendation there. Do I have direction from council? Councillor Taylor moving, seconded by Councillor Mail. Is there any clarification on this item? If not, any dissent? No. That item is carried unanimously. Thank you. Can we please call Councillor Cooper back into the chambers and advise Councillor Virgo to reconnect to the Teams meeting? Thanks, councillor Cooper. Oh, okay. Councillor Virgo, you're back online.
Yes, I am, President.
Thank you. The previous item in relation to disposal of property police was carried unanimously as per the report recommendation. And item 9.4.1, the request for abatement of rent, report recommendation was carried unanimously as well.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on to 9.4.2, monthly payment listing, June 2026. There's a report recommendation there. Do I have direction from council? Moved councillor Cooper, seconded councillor Mahmood. Any clarification on this one? Any dissent? Nothing heard. That one is carried unanimously. Item 10, reports of committees. There are none. Item 11, notices of motion. There are none. Item 12, questions by members without notice. There is none. Item 13, business of an urgent nature. Item 13.1 is a business of an urgent nature. Walga annual general meeting rating exemption advocacy motion. This one's a majority, simple majority voting. So there is a report recommendation there. Any clarification on this item? If not, can I have a direction from council? Councillor Cooper, councillor Mail seconding. Any dissent on this item? No dissent. That motion is carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 14, meeting close to the public. There is no confidential items this evening. And item 15, meeting closure. There being no further business, I declare the meeting closed at 5:23 p.m. Can I affirm?